You know what, Mario? What's that? Since we only got one more day in 2015, yeah, I think we should be able to celebrate while displaying more of the Simpsons Road Rage. But in fact, Sonic, we need to actually finish this game's playthrough at this point in time. Oh yeah, right, I guess you're right. Hey everybody, this is me, Sonic the Hedgehog here, and I'm Mario here. We're back from the Maxi Toys, and welcome back to more Let's Play of The Simpsons Road Rage for the Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Game Boy Advance. So previously we did, we usually show you guys Santa Apu and Christmas Day, and today is going to be the finale of this game's playthrough. Well, since that Piglet did actually recently finished Super Mario 3D Land recently today, and then we could figure that we'll just finish The Simpsons Road Rage at the exact same time. And the reason being is that we're about to be showing you one final character in this game has to offer, and also it's definitely the fourth special character you can actually get when you actually set up your day. I think in order to set the day up is by actually selecting one day, one as for a month, and the new year. So here it is. As you can see on the bottom right corner, here's Krusty the Clown, but we have ourselves a Happy New Year version.
Hey, hey! Time to make some kablingy! I mean Missoulians.
So yeah, he's very similar to the ones in the original Krusty the Clown character, but with a new Happy New Year makeover for that, the car vehicle. So as you can see, if you can't clearly see it right here, but even though you might actually just have your experience with this game, is that I think the year actually says like 2002. Apparently it's because, since this game came out in 2001 on the PlayStation 2, and then a year later in the Nintendo GameCube, and eventually Xbox as well. And I'm pretty sure the same goes with the Game Boy Advance as well. But yeah, it does say 2002 in front of the vehicle part. So we're about to be visiting downtown for one final time because we're, since it's the last character we'll be showing off for this playthrough. So anyways.
I'll be watching you.
Ugh, I hope nobody pukes in the car again. Yuck! This clown ain't fooling around.
Can you take me to church? I think I did something last night I need to confess, but I don't remember what it was.
Whatever.
Okay, so as far as you guys can clearly tell that as you can see that obviously that it's very similar to Krusty, but again it's basically the Happy New Year version of as you can see it says 2002.
Maybe I should
So yeah, because
Thanks, little buddy.
So a few things we're just gonna talk about is that obviously the fact that there is another thing we're just about to say. Hopefully we could actually get ourselves a good start for this. But hopefully Mario we're able to get a better run if we're actually doing so. I think so far for the best run through we actually done, I think it was Professor Frank if I remember rightly. I thought maybe I'm wrong about that. But I'm not exactly sure yet, though.
This is too easy.
Or maybe a call for Bill for Homer. That's the only record we actually got from him. So anyway.
Clown college, please.
So yeah, we only got one more video to actually upload during 2015 because it's about time to actually moving on to the new year, which was 2016. We're really hoping if we will actually be pretty excited for 2016 stuff, how this offers. Yeah, like new video games are going to be released, and some new films recently are going to be revealed during 2016, like new Ratchet & Clank movie, which has been delayed way back in 2014. Like it did first announce it back then, but sadly the film has been delayed until 2016. Yeah, same goes for the likes of the Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice, even though despite the fact a lot of people seem to actually disappointed with that, and since they actually make its own existence, but at least I was gonna get that though, but anyway. Oh, here we go, onto this escalator jump. Whee! I love to see that. Especially, oh my gosh, Mr. Burns' car is gonna go after us. Yeah, after we actually gotta take a ride on this escalator, well, we managed to avoid the traffic, no
maybe I should
problem.
stick to my day
Yeah.
job.
Thanks for the lift.
So yeah, and another films we're going to be announcing is going to be Finding Dory,
What's the
the
matter? You never
sequel
seen a
to
clown
Finding
car
Nemo,
before?
which has been
Can you
held
take
up
me to
for
the black box
13
bar?
years since it
Goyim.
their first film that came out in 2003. And there's also what's another film? Oh yes, Kung Fu Panda 3. That has been held up for 5 years since after Kung Fu Panda 2. Yeah, back in 2011. So now they're gonna make yet another Kung Fu Panda game,
Hey,
film
that
rather.
ride was
Yeah, it's
fine as
insane.
fresh huckleberries.
And then there's also Ice
Welcome,
Age Collusion
friends.
Course, which was a 5th entry in the Ice Age series. And I think it's possibly the finale of the Ice Age series. Well, we're not exactly sure yet, because if it does announce the 6th one, it was like, oh, why these series never end? Well, that's just me.
What are you looking at? Haven't you ever seen a drunk clown before?
So anyway, so overall from 2015 so far, it's been a great year, don't you think? Yeah, one of my favorite parts about 2015 though for me is that, well, obviously announcing Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Brothers as far as the video game is concerned. And it has been released in UK and Japan and Australia recently in 2015. And luckily though, if you guys have lived in North America, you're probably expecting to actually let the game to be released next month. Yeah, during the January the 22nd. So it might take some time though, but it probably took about 22 days left. So with that being said, when that game has finally been released in North America, then you guys should able to finally experience with Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. So yeah, at least that's what I understand for any sort of valuable to it.
I pretend I work there.
So yeah, another thing we'd like to point out, the greatest things about 2015, at least finally, Yoshi's Woolly World is finally being released on UK, since it did came out like 6 months ago, whilst the North American version did came out 2 months after. So I respect that, just like how it does in Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Brothers. Yeah, as far as the release dates between the European versions and the North American versions release dates. It's somewhat a bit more mismatched far between the two. We're doing nice fun here.
Whatever.
Okay, anyway. So, another great thing about that is just basically some films have been best well received for scores department anyways, are both Star Wars and... What's up with this signpost? Why did it just get out of my way? I have no idea why, Sonic, though. And basically the best films that have been the best film of this year so far was definitely easily be both Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and as well as Inside Out. Well, basically that's what the understandable things and such. Yeah, because basically this has been very well best reviewed films ever made in this year so far. Yeah. So
hurt.
Hey!
Plasma Center!
there's not much we can just talk about. Besides, next year is going to be like tons of new playthroughs and some tons of remade playthroughs that we need to do sometime next year. Mostly in the Toy Story 3 because remember what Duffy said before in the Christmas 2015 unboxing video that we always have to do a retrospective Toy Story games, but even though that we did Toy Story 2 first as opposed to 1. But anyways, that concludes all of the characters in the Simpsons Road Rage, and also that's it how this game has to offer. So yeah.
Come on, while we're young.
So yeah, we're just gonna have to end things off while I actually gonna show you the cutscene after when you actually trying to accomplish $1 million. So as you can see, it says view closing movie. So that means that if you do accomplish that achievement, then you can actually unlock yourselves this cutscene here. Yeah, this is what happens if you actually get $1 million once you actually reach that goal amount. So yeah, let's go ahead and show that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see.
I've had it with you people complaining about my scary, glowing buses. I haven't seen a display of civil disobedience this contemptible since the Summer of Love. You want the transit system back? Then take it. But don't think for a moment that you've seen the last of Monty Burns.
This game has become tiresome.
Insert the alternate game disc.
So yeah, when the ending cutscene is actually plays out, basically Mr. Burns actually got himself a liver switch to actually let the camera actually drop down in the underground, so that, well, it was like, never take the life of Mr. Monty Burns, and I don't know. Even though it's been a while since I actually watched The Simpsons, kind of think of it. Yeah. And then at the end, they actually briefly showed the aliens that has actually been playing the hockey game, and what the cutscene ended is basically the UFOs being taken off outer space, and that's about it. So, no saving the day or anything, it's just basically showing off some extra stuff on mainly just for 100% completion or something. And then, yeah, that's how you can get. So, we'll show off the credits to see what the cost of this game actually made, due to the a lot of people actually made this game. So, yeah, so we'll just show that, and also we'll discuss about the overall of this game. So, overall from The Simpsons Road Rage, even though that some people think that this was considerably the clone of Crazy Taxi, the Sega's the Sega game department, but I think it's a really good game overall for me, in my honest opinion, anyways. But yeah, I do find the courses on some of these stages do look really cool to travel in. Well, except Springfield Mountains, because Springfield Mountains is just a giant wide open clumpered cluster flip. But and as well as the mission mode is kind of cool, but I just wish there was more to it with those missions. Even though it does have 10 missions all in all, but I'll explain about the negative thing about the some stuff later. And the character roster is actually quite a lot. Well, I think there are a grand total like 17 characters in this game. Well, 4 if you want to count for the special and alternate costume and variations on some other characters like Halloween Bards, Thanksgiving March, and there's also Santa Apu and a New Year Krusty. So, yeah, at least if you want to count those. And it's quite a busy work if you're actually trying to get to $1 million goal, so that, well, it keep yourself some busy working for that. So, my only gripe with the game of it so far, it was definitely, will probably have to be noticeably the loading times. Yeah, much like Sonic 06 and even Mario Party 10, at least for what I understand with that. And what else does it have some bad load times? Super Monkey Ball Adventure for the GameCube and the PSP as well. That, my god, it takes flipping forever to load. And also not to mention Shadow the Hedgehog, well, not on the GameCube, but on the PlayStation 2, mostly. Because whenever we played that version did have bad load times. I don't know how that happened like that, Sonic. But anyway, and the visuals, well, kind of cool and colorful at the same time, but when you watch the opening of, although it's really, really cool though, to actually see what's going on. And, yeah, that's all I can say about this here. So, yeah, I think the loading times may actually be the weakest part, because, you know, as far as we already mentioned it in the mission mode videos, that the only gripe I have with mission mode is the fact that there are so many loading screens on that particular mode. Mostly when you restart the mission, when you actually move on to the main menu and just head to the next mission, and vice versa. It's so much more likely just like the town missions in Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, basically. So yeah, overall, you should definitely rent this game if you want to check that out. Well, if you probably might as well do, babe. But, anyways, yeah, that concludes this playthrough right here. And, we'll see you guys next time in next year, which should be 2016. So this is me, Mario, and Sonic the Hedgehog here from the Maxi Toys. And we will see you guys during sometime next year. Yeah, to do some more playthroughs and some other projects we're about to be tackling through, and a whole bunch of things as well. Yeah, like, well, all that kinds of stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, for this entire playthrough of The Simpsons Road Rage. Even though we attempt to start this off back in October, right after Sonic Riders, but even then, that was such a 3-month marathon we actually did done right here. Yeah, expecting for the special days version incarnation of that as well. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah. And I just want to let you guys know about, since this is the final video of 2015, so we'll just say this one bit at the end, which was Happy 2016. So basically it's meaning Happy New Year. So anyways, so overall 2015 is a great year. Yeah, I suppose you're probably already right for that, Sonic. Yeah. And no negative things about 2015 or whatever. So anyways, thanks for watching. Yeah, for you said before like 3 times. Anyways, see you then, and Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys sometime 2016. See you then. Bye. So yeah, that was the ever final video of the Maxi Toys video in 2015. And we'll see you guys then during 2016, and stay tuned for more newer playthroughs and eventually some remake playthroughs we're about to be doing. You know, like Toy Story 3 and etc. So, Happy New Year everybody, and we'll see you in 2016. So see you then. Ciao.